Hi everybody, happy Wednesday and welcome back to Jess Plays Exile election. Alright, when we last left off we were all having a secret talk in the conference room with these three bozos, so let's continue on with that. Alright then, what shall our next topic be? Well, I guess we have to talk about the monsters, don't we? Next, let's talk about the monsters. I began writing, and upon writing that, the discussion began.
今まではカレーにラーメンか。次はポテトチップとかどうかな。
Well, up until now, we've been discussing whether curry or ramen is we've been discussing things like curry and ramen. However, let's talk about potato chips next.
ポテトチップ魔の夜食カロリーカレーラーメンの後にポテトチップとかどれだけですか
Potato chips? Huh. That's... my god. That's the devil's dinner. The calories. Eating potato chips after curry ramen? How far will you go? I don't think there's any reason for her to worry about this, but,
いや、食べなければいいだけだと。
yeah, it's okay. We don't necessarily have to eat them.
姉さん、それは我慢すればいいだけだと思う。
Nei-san, I think that you can put up with this for a little bit longer. In order to get the conversation back on track, I continued to write.
まずは種類かな。薄塩と海苔塩。
Alright, so first up, I guess we should decide what the different flavors are. Things like lightly salted or salted with bits of seaweed, which is a very common flavor in Japan, just pointing that out. Should we run away or should we fight them? I mean, if it really comes down to it, those are our only choices.
コンソメもですね。
Oh, don't forget, there's don't worry, there's also the consomme flavor, which is kind of like a vegetable stock, kinda. Ignore them. Seemed as though Yuri had his own opinion on another option, but I wasn't really sure how we would do that and how it would be different than running away.
オーソドックスなのはそれくらいっすね。他にもいろいろあるけど、とりあえずその3種類があれば文句を言うやつもいないはずっす。
There's also the orthodox ones as well. I mean, however, there's a ton of other kinds of chips, so I don't think anybody will complain if we just decide between these three. Well, I mean, I guess this is all we've got, but can we actually ignore them? Mitsumune wrote his own opinion as well.
梅味とかチリ味とか私結構好きなんだけどな。
Well, I mean, there's plum flavor and chili flavor. I really like those. I think we should just ignore that option, Miori wrote. However, immediately after she finished, Yuri began to write alongside of her.
チリは僕も好きだけど、やっぱり道宗の言う通り、あの3種類があれば問題なさそうだね。
I really like chili chips too, but I think Michimune's right about this. We should probably just stick to the 3 types. That's the same as ignoring them.
かなめさんは？他 他の選択肢はないんですか?
Oh, I see. She didn't mean Hotokeba, like, the option. She meant Hotokeba the monsters. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it's hard to do this, like, as I'm playing, because I don't know what the context is, and so, like, you could read things different ways. So yeah, basically Miyori was just like, she's like, I have an option too, and she's like, why don't we just not worry about the monsters? And so Yuri writes next to it, that's exactly the same as ignoring them. How about you, Kaname-san? Do you not have any other options? In order to reinforce her point, Miyori wrote any other options on the board.
他か。メジャーなところだとピザ味も美味しいよね。
What's Majana? Oh. Meja. What is Meja flavor? God, I'm trying to remember and I don't even remember. Other ones, huh? Well, I mean, I guess there's... Is that like margarine? But no, because Majari is margarine. I don't know. There's also Meja flavor... Oh, I see. Okay, never mind, I misread that. Other flavors... Well, I mean, this one's kind of a little bit off the beaten path, but, I think that the pizza ones are pretty tasty, too. Alright. Well, I think we should cut it off here. I mean, trying to come up with other things probably won't work. It seemed as though this is about all we had in terms of options. Even though I wrote that, it seemed as though it were no good. Okay. Even if we were able to break through the monsters, then it certainly seems like Alice would do something to make it so that... Okay. We wouldn't be able to threaten Alice. Pizza! Pizza! No. Maybe that wasn't the case?
なんでそんなに発音いいんすか?
Why do you pronounce the words so well? Back then in the square, Alice had used some sort of method to get all of the monsters to go away. That might be a little bit different than trying to take control of them, but it did seem like there was a possibility that she could control what they did.
ごめんなさい、カナメさん。姉さんが言い出したことですけど、今はそんなに選択肢があっても。
Sorry, Kaname-san. I mean, Nei-san went ahead and said this, but right now it seems as though even though we've got these options, I agree, Yuri wrote.
そうだよね。じゃあやっぱり道宗くんの言った3種類で問題ないと思う。
That's true. Alright, well, let's just go with those 3 options that Michimune-kun brought up after all. I erased all of the other words, leaving behind only run away, fight, and ignore.
僕は絶対にコンソメです。
When it comes to me, I'm definitely on the side of Consomme. Yuri wrote his name underneath ignore them, casting 1 vote for that. Okay. Oh, and wrote a single line. So, alright, this is hard to translate, like, appropriately. So, in Japan, when you're counting stuff, you don't you don't do like the 4 vertical lines and then like a diagonal line through it to symbolize 5. You may know this depending on like your level of weeb, but basically what you do is you write like the kanji like sho, right? So you write first the horizontal line at the top and then a long vertical line, and then you write the short little horizontal line that comes out of the right side of the vertical line, and then you write the small vertical line like a little bit behind the other vertical line, and then you add the bottom horizontal one. It's it's hard to explain like in words, but that's what I mean. Anyway, so I believe that's what he's doing, is he's tallying the votes, because it says he draws a single horizontal line. So. Yep, that's exactly what they were doing. It seemed as though if anybody else was going to cast their vote, then he would go ahead and... Okay, if other people cast their vote for this as well, he would go ahead and write the kanji for sho. It was the very first stroke of that.
そうなの? 薄塩かと思った。濃い味より薄味というか、肉より野菜というか。
Really? I was more thinking lightly salted. I mean, I kind of like a little bit more subtle flavors as opposed to really rich ones. I'm more of a vegetable than a meat guy, you know? In order to keep the discussion continuing, or in order to connect it to the discussion, oh, okay. In order to keep our discussion going, we had to mix in other stupid comments to match the topic. But I guess, and it was kind of a pain, but I guess we couldn't do anything about it. Alright. The problem is, how? Was what I had wanted to write, but...
Yuri wa niku ha desu yo.
Ah, Yuri likes meat, you know.
バリバリの肉ですよ。
Oh yeah, he loves gobbling up that meat. The two of them said at roughly the same time. They did not add anything to the whiteboard.
やめて、お願い。
Hey, come on, knock it off! I'm begging you here. Please stop, was all that... Knock it off was all Yuri wrote.
肉ならこいつ俺より食いますよ。
When it comes to meat, this guy can eat even more than me.
道宗。
Michimune.
ごめん、話がそれたね。3種類の中だったら、俺は薄塩かな。
Sorry, it seems like we got off track. Out of these 3 options, I think I'd go for the lightly salted. You know, I'm wondering if this is a joke about, like, Yuri, like, loving meat and stuff, but coming off very social cookie. I wonder if that's the case. That might be the case. Underneath ignore them, I wrote another line and added, of course. Okay. Oh, and added, of course. I also agree. This means I also agree with ignoring them.
それっぽいです。薄い感じが。
Yeah, that certainly seems like it'd be up your alley, because it's very subtle.
どういう意味か聞いても。
What does that mean, if you don't mind me asking? And your opinion? I wrote.
こう、男の人をポテトチップに分類するとですね、要さんは塩なんですよ。 それもちょっと薄い感じの。
Oh, listen, well, I just mean like, if we were separating men into different kinds of potato chips, then I feel like you, Kaname-san, you'd be salty. And a little bit on the subtler side.
あ、いや、だからその理由。
No, that's not actually what I meant. Sorry, what's your opinion? I wrote.
道宗くんは断然コンソメ、濃いめの。
Yeah, and Michimune-kun would be one of those ones that's packed with consomme flavor. So rich!
俺コンソメ苦手っす。なんかこうあれじゃないっすか。何食ってるかわかんないっていうか、そもそもコンソメってなんだよって感じで。
I actually am not that fond of consomme. I mean, the problem's just like, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's like, it's not that I can't. Okay. It's not that I, like, can't eat it. It's just like, you know, I really don't like it, you know? Even if we run away, they'll chase after us. They seem to fly at about the same speed as birds. Okay. I mean, that would be impossible even for the top level athletes. I mean, are these really? I mean, are we really going to be able to get away from these kind of monsters? While writing all of that down, Michimune continued his stupid explanation.
コンソメっていうのはフランス語で完成されたっていう意味だよ。つまりコンソメ味のポテトチップは完成されているとも言えるね。
Well, I mean, you know, the word consomme comes from French, and it means complete. So, what that means that, in other words, potato chips that are the consomme flavor are actually potato chips that are fully completed. If we continue on like this, Neisan will never stop. Let's go ahead and ignore it, he wrote.
説明ありがとう。
Oh, thanks for explaining. Okay. So, if we're going to ignore them, or we're going to run away, do we have some way of doing that? I wrote.
手がベタベタするから私も苦手だな、コンソメ。
Gets all over your hands, so I guess I'm not a big fan of consomme either.
ポテトチップは基本ベタベタすると思うけど。
I kind of feel like getting all over your hands just comes part and parcel with potato chips. Alright, so the one thing that we're supposed to be ignoring are the actual monsters.
ごめんなさい。ベタベタするとかコンソメのことは別にどうでもよかったね。
Sorry, I mean, when it comes to, you know, getting all over your hands, I don't really care when it comes to consomme. Understood.
ちなみにユーリ君は？
By the way, how about you, Yuri-kun? However, we need to continue talking.
かなめさん、多分この話長くなりますよ。
Kaname-kun, this conversation might get a little bit long, if you know what I mean. Sorry.
絶対フレンチサラダ味。
Oh my god. I definitely want French dressing flavor.
ああ。
I offered how do I want to say Aizuchi? Okay. I made a non-committal noise to show that I had heard her, trying to act as if I understood.
なんとなく僕ってそういうイメージなんだね。
Yeah, I can kind of see that somehow. We need some way to stop them. If we can't fight them, what about capturing them? Traps? We could use traps. And maybe we could put out a whole bunch of food as bait.
味はサラダだけどポテトチップなの。味は濃いの。見た目に反して。
Even though it's the flavor of salad, they're still potato chips. And it's got such a rich flavor. Even though it doesn't look it.
ああ、なんとなくわかるっす。
Yeah, I kinda get it. With a light nod, Michimune drew a circle around the word trap. And then added, do they eat human food?
ごめん。俺はちょっと肉よりサラダっぽいとは思ったけど。
Sorry, I mean, I'm a little, I guess I'm a little bit more to the salad side than the meat side. Well, I mean, we have tons of food stores. I didn't know where all of the food was coming from, but at the very least, the fridge in the restaurant was packed full of things.
でしょ？で、次に組み合わせなんだけど、薄塩は何味にでも合うの基本だから。いろんな組み合わせが楽しめるから主役として君臨してるの。
Right? Alright, so next we should talk about how we should probably match up these. So, if we decide that lightly salted is probably the base flavor that goes with everything, then we can think about what other flavors combine with that. That sounds pretty fun, and that seems like the kind of thing we should start talking about.
で、コンソメ味とサラダ味だけど、これは何もかも反対だからこそ、お互いのないものを補っているっていうか。
Now, consomme and salad, you gotta see, these are complete opposites, and therefore they have nothing in common, so they might actually match each other, or might actually complement each other.
その2つは反対なの？
Wait, so the two of those are opposites? The food stores. I was going to write if humans could eat them, but then I stopped halfway. This was probably something I shouldn't write down. Okay. Even if I was to use them for bait. Okay. Oh, I said, okay, you know, even so they'll eat humans. But then he erased it before he finished. Alright, they will eat it if they're humans, I guess, would be the best way to phrase that. And then he realizes and he stops and he's like, oh, I probably shouldn't say that. If I'm gonna use them as bait, it's probably better for them not to know.
そうなんです。付け加えるなら、忍長寺さんはわさび味で、あやらさんはガーリック味、いすみさんはサワークリーム味なんです。
Interesting. So you remember Hakushu, even though he's dead? Huh. That's right! Yeah! And I mean, if we add more of them, then I would say Ninjoji-san is wasabi flavor, Ayara-san, he'd be garlic flavor, and Isumi-san, he'd be sour cream.
まあ、要さんは薄塩だから何にでも合うんですけど、他の組み合わせでおすすめなのは、やっぱりわさびとガーリックかな。
So, since Kaname-san, you're more of a lightly salted type, and you'll go with absolutely anything, if we're gonna match you up with something else, I think I would suggest Yeah, I would say either wasabi or garlic. Maybe? Okay, so A. So this is kind of funny to me because A, it's, very clearly playing off of, like, this, like, hint where, you're supposed to read Miori as, like, a Fujoshi, I guess. And, so she's just kind of like, oh yeah, I would totally ship you with, Izuki or, Issei. And at the same time, it also is kind of funny to me because it's like, Kaname is the protagonist, so he's the lightly salted one who goes with everybody, which I think is actually kind of funny commentary for, this style of game, where like you play as the main character and you have to go and interact with all of the other characters. So yeah, I find that kind of funny actually.
涼しい顔して中身がものすごいことになっているわさび。外に漂う負の香りと内側にしっかりとした味を持っているガーリック。
With the cool outward face, but inside there's something awful and terrible. It's wasabi. And then there's also the okay. There's also the overwhelming smell wafting from the outside, but on the inside, it's so reliable and stern. Garlic.
でもそんなガーリックもわさびには勝てなくて、いつしかそのわさびの強烈な辛さに。
But even that garlic can't overcome wasabi, and at some point, the wasabi's strong spiciness will...
姉さん、そろそろストップ。
Nei-san, could you knock that off, please? I think there's value in the idea of loading up the trap with food.
そうだね。
Yeah, I agree.
誰が何味とかは置いといて、とにかく最初の3種類から選ぶということで。
Okay, can we put aside what flavor everybody would be for a second? For right now, can we just go back to the first 3 flavors and decide which one is the best? What should we do from now on, he wrote.
了解。でも俺はのり塩もいいかなって思えてきたよ。
Got it. Although I have started to come around to the seaweed flake and salt.
そういや、最初に出てからずっと無視されてましたけど、ようやく出ましたね、その名前。いきなりどうしたんですか?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it hasn't come up since we first brought it up, but it's finally been voiced by somebody. Well, what made you change your mind all of a sudden? You want to fight him? Seriously? He wrote.
海苔の風味がやっぱり合うんじゃないかって。
I was just thinking that, the breezy flavor of the seaweed just kind of, matches what I like. I erased the word fight and changed it to control.
それだけ？薄塩の方が良くないですか？
Is that all? I mean, the slightly salted should be better, right? Having seemingly given up on writing, Miori just straight up asked, what about the way that Alice had made all of the monsters leave the square back at the beginning? As soon as I wrote that, Yuri immediately answered,
薄塩ものり塩も基本は変わりませんよね。
Well, I guess there's not really much difference between lightly salted and lightly salted with seaweed flakes. There really isn't. It was music, wasn't it?
まあそうなんだけどね。風味がちょっと違うだけで。
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Although they do have a little bit different vibe, if you know what I mean. The possibility of that is very high.
でもその違いは大事ですよね。
But, I mean, the difference between them is really important. But we have no way of confirming if that was the case.
そう思うよ。
Yeah, I think so. If there was some sort of device that was that would play the music, it had to be in the hotel somewhere. Luckily, we had already decided that Yuri would go out searching tomorrow.
でもやっぱり僕はコンソメです。
I don't know, in the end, I think I gotta go with consomme. Yuri didn't write anything else.
悩むな。でもなんだか話しているうちにコンソメしかないっていうか、そんな感じに。
Oh man, this is tough, but I don't know. During our conversation, I kind of feel like consomme is the only choice, you know? Underneath, okay. Underneath, ignore them. She wrote a T.
俺はのり塩っすね。先輩と同じで。
I don't know. I think I kind of want to go with the seaweed flakes and the salt. Same as senpai. A T appeared beneath control as well, although Michimune added, as long as there's a way to.
まとめると薄塩とコンソメが同票だね。
Alright, well, in the end it looks like lightly salted and consomme have the exact same count.
この場合あんまり変わらないと思いますけどね。基本は揚げたポテトですから。
At a time like this, I don't think we're going to be able to change much. I mean, when it comes down to it, potato chips are just, you know, fried potatoes. Regardless of which one we choose, we need a way to carry it out.
そうだね。
True. Looks like this is also... It looks like it's a little bit too early to be deciding that.
じゃあ同率首位で一旦打ち切り。
Alright, well then why don't we just call it a draw?
賛成っす。
I agree.
そうだね。
Yeah, let's do it.
とりあえずだけど明日のお昼ご飯は決まったし、今日はこんなところかな。
Alright, well for the time being it seems like we decided what we're gonna have for lunch tomorrow, so why don't we just call it a day?
やっぱりカレーラーメンですか？
So we're gonna have curry ramen? Yep.
無理しないで好きなものを食べてください。
Don't force yourself. I mean, eat something you like.
じゃあちょっと俺たちは出かけてきますね。カードのこともあるんで。
Alright, well, we're all gonna head out for a little bit. I mean, we gotta get those cards, right?
ああ、俺もそうするよ。
Yeah, I gotta get going too. From midnight and midday. Or between midnight and noon tomorrow. Once again, I drew a circle around what we had written.
はい。じゃあもう消しちゃいますね。
Alright, got it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and erase it.
手伝うよ。
I'll help you.
かなめさんはもう大丈夫ですよ。私たちで何とかしますので。
You're fine. You can free to go, Kaname-san. We'll take care of it from here.
ありがとう。それじゃあ。
Thanks. Alright, see ya. After a little while longer, it seemed I was going to be teaming up with those three again. It certainly seemed as if I was within... Alright. It certainly seemed as though I had penetrated their inner circle. And on top of that, we decided that we're going to have to search the inside of the hotel. I better make sure not to forget our promises for tonight and tomorrow.
さて
Alright, well then. Let's head to the next place. Woo! It's nice to finally get out of there. Alright. Okay. So I can go to the dining room and see Issei, or that's it. Those are my choices. Alright, well, go see Issei, I guess.
ああこんなところにいたのか
Ah, here you are. Nori was sitting at one of the tables, eating some kind of food.
ああ、一条くん。
Oh, if it is indeed Chijo-kun.
こんにちは忍長寺さんノーリが食べているのは
Ah, good day, Ninchoji-san. What is Nori eating?
ちょうど料理が出来上がったところに彼女が来てね。食べるか聞いたら席に座ったから。
Well, she happened to arrive just as I had finished cooking. I asked if she wanted to eat, and she took a seat.
お腹空いてたんですかね
I guess she was hungry, huh?
勝手に食べさせてしまったけど、まずかったかな。
Well, I went ahead and fed her, but I wonder if she didn't like it.
あいえ大丈夫ですこちらこそすみません何の約束もしてなかったのに
Oh, he means like in general. Mazukata. I wonder if I should have done that. Oh, no, it's fine. No, sorry. My apologies, actually. It's just, I mean, it's not like we'd made any sort of like arrangement or anything. We hadn't promised to come.
材料だけは余るほどあるし、いつも多めに作っているから大丈夫だよ。
Well, as long as we have so much in the way of materials to make things, then I will always be cooking quite a bit. So it's perfectly fine.
それならいいんですが
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, great.
一緒にどうかな。ちょうどこの前君が食べ損なった料理があるんだけど。
And will you be joining us? I mean, a little bit earlier it seemed as though you were not able to eat the food. Ah, that's right. I wasn't able to eat before, and it was that weird meat. Ah, that strange sense. It was some kind of sound, and it could have just been a coincidence. But then again,
いえまだお腹は空いていないので遠慮しておきます
nah, I'm not hungry, so I'll refrain.
そうじゃあまたの機会にでも。
Oh, is that so? All right. Well, once again, please feel free to come another time.
ええ次はぜひ
Of course. Definitely next time.
じゃあ僕は自分の分でも取ってくるよ。
Well then, I'm going to go and get my own serving.
ノーリのことありがとうございました
Thank you for taking care of Nori.
いつでもどうぞとノーリさんに伝えておいて。
Well, please let her know that she's welcome to come anytime.
はい
You got it. At the same time as Ninshoji Issei headed back into the depths of the kitchen, Nori's focus... Oh, fork. Okay. Nori placed her fork down on top of the table.
もう食べ終わった
Have you finished eating? I wasn't sure if he just had given her one at all, but it didn't seem as though she had a knife on the table. Okay. With regards to the food itself, it seemed as though it were pretty straightforward, and therefore it seemed as if I could trust it.
ごちそうさまは
Okay, and have you said thank you for the food? Even though I knew she wouldn't reply, I said it anyway. Several years ago, I would have said the same thing to Misa.
千草さんは
Oh! She did say it. Thank you for the food. Huh? In a very soft, extremely soft voice, I heard her say, "Thank you for the food." Her voice didn't sound like Misa's. It was just that the color that was mixed in with her words that was so pale, it resembled the color of my younger sister. It was like a mixed cream. One that seemed as though it would have a sweet scent wafting off of it. That was the kind of voice it was.
すっかり保護者みたいだね。
Well, aren't you the diligent caretaker?
そうですねなぜか放っておけなくて
I guess I do. For some reason, I just can't ignore her.
君には弟か妹でもいるのかな？
I wonder, do you happen to have a younger brother or sister?
いえ
No. I didn't want to talk about Misa right now. I didn't really feel like hearing words about Misa tumble from this man's mouth.
そうなんだ。扱いがうまいからてっきりお兄さんをしていたのかと思って。
Oh, is that so? Well, I mean, you treat her so well, I just thought that perhaps you were a very diligent older brother. In order to break eye contact with this man, I turned toward Nori. I took the napkin that was folded over her knees and used it to wipe away the sauce that she had gotten around her mouth.
懐かしいな。僕には年の離れた弟がいてね。小さい頃はよくそんな風に口を拭いてあげたな。
Ah, how nostalgic. I have a younger brother who's many years below me. When he was small, I remember I always was wiping away his mouth just like that.
そうですか
Oh, is that so?
外がこんな状況じゃ今はどうなっているか。
And with things as they are outside, I wonder what's become of him now. They're all dead. I whispered within my heart. I mean, when it came to that point, Alice wasn't lying. Unless there are people who are alive that she doesn't know about, in which case then you wouldn't perceive it as a lie. Just throwing that out there.
ごめん。君にもいや、ここにいる全員に家族はいるんだよね。誰も口には出さないけど。
My apologies. You, rather, everyone here probably has family, do they not? I mean, no one talks about it, but...
君はその子をどうするつもりなんだい？
What exactly do you plan to do with this girl?
どうって守ります
What? I'm gonna protect her.
最後まで？
Until the end?
そのつもりです
I plan to.
奉仕さんだったかな。彼女のことは？
And what about, what was it, Hoshi-san? what about her?
それもなんとかします。
Her too, somehow.
関心だけど、どうしてそこまで。
I understand how you feel, but why would you go so far?
この子には、脳裏には何の罪もありませんから。
Oh, I see. He's asking, like, Hoshi-san, what about her? And he's like, yes, she also agrees with me. This girl, I mean, Nori, she hasn't done anything wrong.
確かに。すまないね。今のは年長者の余計なおせっかいだと思って聞き流してくれると嬉しいな。
That certainly is true. Please excuse me. Right now, I mean, having this the oldest person here ask you all of these invasive questions. Thank you for putting up with me.
いえ、その心遣いには感謝します。
No, I appreciate the fact that you're worried about us.
さあ、それじゃあ僕もいただくとするよ。冷めると美味しくないからね。
Well then, I'm going to go ahead and have my meal. Once something goes cold, it's not delicious anymore. Disagree. Disagree. Exhibit A, pizza. Okay. Uh-oh.
どうかした一条くん。
What's wrong, Ichijo-kun?
いえ、
Nothing. It was less severe than last time, but here it was, again, that same weird feeling. It was the same thing that he said about the food. Okay, I can't just chalk this up to a coincidence.
その料理は
So that food, or that dish, what is it?
これはフィレ肉のソテーだよ。
It's a sauteed meat fillet.
何の肉ですか？
What meat?
面白いことを聞くね。
Oh, what a hilarious question.
ああ、いえ。
I mean,
何の肉だと思う？
what kind of meat do you believe that it is? He could only have one motive, or one goal. However, Alice would certainly not allow that.
何の肉なんですか？
Okay, what kind of meat is it?
食べてくれたら教えてあげるよ。
I'll tell you if you eat it.
何の肉かわからなければ食べるわけにはいきません。
There's no way I can eat meat if I don't know what it's from. The true face of the meat was hidden by a thick brown gravy. I couldn't tell just from looking at it.
大丈夫だよ。害のあるものだったらアリスが止めているはずだから。
Oh, it's fine. If it were something that were going to hurt you, then Alice would stop me.
じゃあこれは
Then this is...
なんてね。アリスに用意してもらった普通の肉だよ。
Oh my. This is simply regular meat that Alice provided.
だから普通の何の肉なんですか？
Okay, but what do you mean by normal meat?
だから食べたら教えてあげるって。
I said, if you ate it, I would tell you.
結構です。
No, thank you.
一条くんはからかいがいがあるね。
It certainly seems as though you can get a reaction out of you, Ichijo-kun, when you get teased.
冗談だったんですか？
So this was a joke?
ただのユーモアだよ。そんなに信用がないかな、僕。
Oh, it's simply my sense of humor. You really don't trust me very much, do you?
まあ認知おじさんはド変態ですからね。
Well, I mean, you are a pretty severe pervert.
ひどいな一条くんは。
Ah, you wound me, Ichijo-kun.
では俺たちはこれで失礼します。ノリ。
Alright then, well, we are going to be taking our leave. Nori?
ん
Hmm? I took her hand and helped Nori stand up from her seat.
そうだ一条くんは感覚が鋭かったりするのかな。
Ah, that's right, Ichijo-kun. Your senses are incredibly sharp, are they not?
感覚何のことですか？
My senses? What are you talking about?
味覚とか嗅覚とか聴覚あるいは視覚でも特に人より優れている感覚とかあったりする？
Your sense of taste, your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, your sense of sight. It seems as though you have senses that are much more sensitive than what a normal person would feel.
いえ特にそんなことはありませんが。
No, not really, not especially.
そうかそれならいいんだ。
Ah, I see. Well, if that's the case, then fine.
どうしてわざわざそんなことを？
Why did you go out of your way to ask me that?
いや何か僕の料理におかしなところがあったかなって。ほら2回目だったから。
Oh, I was just wondering if there was something wrong with my cooking. I mean, this is the second time, after all. Ah, so we noticed, huh?
いえまだ体が本調子じゃないだけです。
No, it's not that. It's just that, I'm not back to my regular self yet.
それならいいんだ。
Ah, well, if that's the case, then I'm glad.
それでは。
Alright, I will catch you later.
ああそうそうそのヘッドホン。
Ah, right. Those headphones.
はい。
Yeah?
ちょっと特殊なやつだよね。かなり性能のいい。
Those are certainly special, aren't they? I mean, look at them. They're very well made.
そうですけど。
He's got like Beats by Dre. Yeah, they are.
ノイズリダクションだったかな。周りの音を消せる機能もあるよね。
They're noise reduction ones, are they not? I mean, things to keep from sounds around you mixing together.
ありますね。
Yeah?
耳がいいんだね。
I suppose that you have rather good ears, do you not?
耳の良さは関係ありませんよ。音がクリアに聞こえるんです。音楽を聴くときに。
Doesn't have anything to do with how good my ears are. It's just I want to be able to hear sounds clearly, and I like listening to music.
でも僕なら周りの雑音がうるさい時なんかにも使おうと思うかな。
Oh, but if it were me, I would use it to block out surrounding sounds that might distract me.
俺はいい音で音楽を聴ければそれで十分ですけど。
Hey, as long as I can listen to pleasing music, then that's enough for me.
そんなに好きなの？音楽。
Do you like it that much? Music?
ええ、大好きですよ。
Yeah, I love it.
僕もオーディオに凝っていた時期があってね。そのうち音楽について話したいね。
Ah, I also had a time when I was very much into audio things. Well, we should talk about... at some point, we should talk about music.
そうですね。その時はぜひ。
Sure. I'm looking forward to it.
今日は面白かったよ。ありがとう。
Today was rather charming. Thank you very much. Okay, there's no doubt about it. He knows something. At that timing, bringing up my headphones, talking about how good they are and their noise canceling, saying that my ears were really good. I mean, it's a mystery, but it's all gotta be connected. No. I mean, right before my very eyes. Just before that, he asked if I had sharp senses. Huh. I think right now, he just doubts me. I think he knows because I sensed something off with his meat. That sounds horrible. I think he knows because I sensed something was off with the meat he had prepared, that I know that I've realized something about him. And seeing that I was wearing headphones around my neck, he probably just took a leap in logic and guessed I had good ears. However, I didn't have any proof necessarily that that was the case. Alright. Right now I can't worry about it. I've decided that I'm going to get rid of the people acting as a group, and that was not a mistake. Even if he does realize something's going on, he's only one person and therefore can't do anything. As long as I just try to make sure that I don't run into him, then there shouldn't be any danger. There shouldn't be.
ノリ、先に部屋に戻っていてくれるかな。まだ行きたいところがあるんだ。
Nori, could you head back to the room by yourself? There's someplace else I want to go.
部屋に戻れる?
The room. Can you get back to it? Nori walked away. It seemed as though she could understand things that were said to her now. After I saw her off, I headed outside. I need to check something with that guy. So I gotta go see Izuki, I assume. Yarp. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there for this week because it's been about an hour. But thank you for joining me, guys. This has been a pretty interesting one. There's a lot of stuff going on with Issei. I mean, we know that he's a weirdo and he's fucking whatever and probably serving us like animal meat, or it could be people meat, I guess. You know, because I mean, Alice is providing the meat, but he was the one who was all like, "Oh, I wonder what the monsters taste like." And I mean, it could be like the monsters are people, like, you know, people were transformed into monsters, kinda. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's monster meat or human meat or something weird, or there's nothing at all, and he's just trying to goad Kaname into revealing something about himself. So yeah, that was pretty interesting though. Nori has started speaking very, very softly and without subtitles. Hopefully that won't become annoying. And then we've got the three middle school kids who are going to try and mount a recon escape mission, which I think is super cool. So we have a lot of stuff that's going on. There's a lot of like time between the last election and this one, but I think it works better because like at this point, like I'm already kind of invested in the characters and I already kind of know the characters, so their interactions are a lot more interesting. and they also have more to do with like the plot and like more interesting stuff that's going on, because like the conversation, I mean, it went on for a long time, but the conversation where they're trying to decide like what kind of curry is the best, or curry or ramen, or like what they should have for lunch, and the best kind of potato chip or whatever, while they're actually talking about how to escape and get out of here, is pretty entertaining and pretty interesting. The whole thing with, you know, the weirdness going on with the meat and stuff. I don't even know what the hell's going on with Shihori. Izuki is skulking around and stuff, and I don't know, like, at this point, I'm enjoying the game a lot more, and I find it goes a lot faster when I'm enjoying it, which is good, because we're about a third of the way through the game, a little over a third of the way through the game, you know, I know it's been taking a really long time to be doing it, and part of that is because I keep having to take hiatuses and crap, but I'm really enjoying it now, so hopefully, since, like, my super busy work schedule will be over at the end of this month, I'll be able to get back on track and, you know, record some stuff. Because, like, this coming weekend I have, work. Yeah, this coming weekend I have work. The weekend after that, I've got some stuff I have to do. I have, like, a work barbecue, and then we're going to the Final Fantasy Cafe. And then the week after that, a bunch of us are going down to Izu for vacation. So after the Izu vacation, when we come back after that, then I'll start to have a little bit more time to do shit. Because work will slow down just a bit. I'll be able to focus on more, like, you know, key stuff instead of having to, like, run myself ragged with things. I will have weekends. I'll probably have, like, Saturdays or something that'll open up, where I can do that kind of stuff. You know, it'll be good. So hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit more of a move on. I might do slightly longer episodes to try and power through more of the game, you know, faster. I'm recording this one, I've just gotten back from America, so it's a little bit, I'm a little bit out of it, and I'm kind of tired, and I've got work, tomorrow. So, you know, that's an issue. But, yeah, I mean, basically that's how it's going for right now. Hopefully I can record a little bit longer episodes in the future, once things cool down a little bit. There might be a couple of gaps over the course of, like, initial training and stuff like that. Might make things a little bit more difficult. So, just as a heads up, August is going to be kind of tough, but once we get into September, hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit longer episodes so that we can get through this stuff a little bit faster. Yeah, because there's other games that I want to play and stuff. Like, a while back, like last month at some point, I bought Liar Princess and the Blind Prince, and I want to do that one for YouTube as well, because it's like a puzzle game. I've played maybe, like, I don't know, the first, like, 30 minutes of it or so, 30 minutes to an hour-ish, and I can just go back and restart, because it seems like there's some people who are actually kind of into the game and are interested in it, so maybe I'll do that one for YouTube as well. We'll see. Alright, anyway guys, I will catch you later, and have a good week. Bye!